This will be the last stream for this game. I don't know if it'll be the last content, but it'll be the last stream, at least for the playthrough. I'm not really sure where to go with the series after this, but as there's nobody here right now, I'll probably be quiet mostly, but we'll see. I think I've already established my displeasement with this game to a very high extent. It's definitely a lot of things I don't appreciate, a lot of missed opportunities that I don't understand how the developers didn't think they could go. Why there's no Mobius 1 skin, so many left plot threads, so much. It gets frustrating thinking about how many missed opportunities there were in this game. Don't think this stream, unless nobody joins, will go without complaining. I'll probably still complain. Oh, I mean, I already am. But just know, I am an Ace Combat fan. I will still support the series. No intent of leaving it. But I have tough love for this series at this point. So, without further ado, let's go.
Okay, enough talk. Your opinions have all been taken into consideration. Beyond the seizure of Forvanti, which is important, and supporting the Erusian officer. At this point, I just don't know what our strategy is, or what our mission will be. Radio communication is still patchy for both the military and civilians, so we're getting zip from Mission Command about our orders. Still, with countless Erusian forces in the area, it's too dangerous for us to stay around here waiting for a miracle. Now, regarding Count's suggestion to think about self-defense, I think we should make a break for Tyler Island. It was a large Osean base before the start of the war. Count says his previous squadron took part in an operation to seize control of the island. It has the only base that will get us to the space elevator without refueling. It's also a transport facility for supply ships that provide drones and ammo for arsenal birds. For the Osean forces that are looking to reclaim the space elevator, those are two great reasons in its favor. If everything went according to plan, the base may already be in Allied hands when we get there. Though based on what Count told me about the island operation, it won't be easy to seize control.
If the ground troops have managed to open the bridgehead, the transport route to Osea for supply ships should be available.
So much at stake, I can't imagine Erusia just giving it up without a fight. Things could really have gone bad.
Even if there are enemies left, they should be pretty easy to suppress.
I just want to go home, man.
Me too.
With that look on your face, Trigger, I know exactly what you want.
If Trigger's ready to kick ass, then so am I.
Damn straight. We're with you, Trigger.
It's decided then. Let's get all the aircraft and haul ass to Tyler Island. Although we can avoid the Arsenal Bird's anti-air network, there's still remnants from the Erusian forces. I want to get to the island without getting into any unnecessary combat. Pick a fast craft and fix it how you want. Pack for a long trip, but remember, if you drag your ass, you'll get left behind.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
Alright. Let's begin this journey. Last stream. As you could probably tell, I'm skipping the cutscenes. The cutscene for Lighthouse is probably the biggest reason I'm doing this, because I just don't want to watch that cutscene. That is the worst cutscene, I think, in the entire series. Oh crap, I forgot to turn my HUD on. Okay, there we go.
This is Tango 2-3, pursued by multiple tanks and APCs. They'll all go down if we don't pull back the landing craft. And what? Abandoned Tango 2-3?
Something's not right.
Tango 2-3, we don't have the firepower to assist you. You're on your own. Please, we need help!
Wagtail is on the Ocean landing ship. What's going on?
You know, that dialogue makes no sense. Wagtail is an Ocean landing ship. Okay, that makes sense. Wagtail is on the Ocean landing ship. Interesting. And that's not what the subtitles say. No wonder I was confused.
ID complete. Update is on Tyler Island.
Our forces are scattered and on the run.
They're on the run?
We were waiting for retreating units here to carry them out to safety. Where support is here? Do me a favor, Longcaster. Many of our allies are cut off. We need support and an escape route.
Understood. We'll do what we can. Let's help retreating Ocean forces. Take out any hostiles in their area. Don't engage till targets are ID'd. Target eliminated.
The boots on the ground don't need more people shooting at them.
Thanks. It's absolute chaos out there. The illusions are even starting to fight amongst themselves.
Well, now we know what's going on, but...
Actually, let me go over this way first. I played this mission very weirdly, so just keep that in mind.
Echo 13, all hostiles are down.
Understood. It's our last chance. We'll see how far we can go.
It's the Ocean military.
Don't they know they're on the same side?
We're firing at each other. This is AWACS Longcaster. We're uploading the latest ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Hold your fire! Confirm. The info is on Allied AWACS. Hold your fire! Roger. Where we supposed to be?
Sure wish my allies would help me in this mission. confused why the conservatives were suddenly enemies in this mission. It seemed like they were the reasonable people in this, but of course. We are fighting them here for some reason. They're even trying to stop the supply ships. Really doesn't make a lot of sense why we won't communicate with them. Or why they aren't helping our own soldiers, especially when they were in the previous mission. I'm pretty sure just because Labarth died doesn't mean that they're just not our allies anymore. Which, by the way, I noticed that Labarth is spelled 2 ways in Last Hope. Oh no.
All aircraft, search every nook of the island. We're not leaving anyone behind.
Oh, that didn't work out very pleasantly. Come on, bombers, show up. Yep, there they are.
Wait, multiple bogies from the east.
Their timing tells me they're not here to bring good news.
We need to ID the bogies. Take them down if they're hostile.
Understood.
Visual.
Like an eagle.
What does it even mean, like an eagle? That line made no sense. And the conservatives also become Disney villains, apparently. Of course! Fire on them without asking any questions or whatever.
Strider Squadron, you're near an armada of bogies. Identify
That
them.
doesn't make any sense. Apparently Osea doesn't want the war to end either. Oh, there's the moment.
Identification complete. It's Erusian bombers and their escorts.
Count's prophecy has come true. Take out all bombers.
That line was very confusing when I first heard it, because I didn't hear Count Out of Prophecy. I didn't hear a lot of things in this one. Especially when the game is so quiet. I mean, not that big of a surprise, your players aren't going to hear what's going on.
That gets those guys out of our hair.
Again, sure wish my friendlies would help out in this segment. I would rather make it harder to get more score because your friendlies are helping you than have them do nothing. Or, you know, just have the logical option where your friendlies actually give you points. But having this thing where they just, this PS2 era thing where they fly around and do absolutely nothing is really stupid, and it really makes me... It's very annoying, to say the least. I really don't like it. It's one of my gripes that they've come F5. I mean, the AI can at least do something, but they really won't do very much. One of my favorite things about Zero is how your squad mate is so powerful. Pixie's really good. We're talking about Pixie, not PJ. PJ sucks.
This is a secure military line. Who is this?
Long
Lancaster. She's an ally. Trigger and I'd know that voice anywhere. Here, let me have a word. Hey, it's been a while. I had a feeling that you were still alive. Remember, stick with Trigger and you'll make it.
Count me in.
That's right.
So many interesting ideas lost. That line actually doesn't make any sense.
You should be ID'd now. Mission complete. Okay, scrap.
And he's about to switch to primers. So, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. There are a lot of lines in this game that really don't make any sense. I knew that earlier. And this is a minor gripe, but I highly doubt the water is this shallow all the way over here. But I'm sure that's probably just not that legitimate, because it probably could be the case. But that's just nitpicking, that doesn't really matter.
All aircraft, we just updated your threat matrix via data link. Take out those targets. Don't miss. Don't want to hit the pretty
I wonder if the reason that the Russian planes have less ammo in their gun is because they shoot slower, and I guess their bullets do more damage. That's my guess anyway. What's the point of this? This is one of those shoehorn things that really doesn't make any sense. Why are they singing? It really doesn't make any sense. It might be a nod to Ace Combat 5, but if it is, you have to at least have context, which it does not. I almost did that. Okay, well, I hit that, so yeah, that's a thing.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The supply ships have been launched from the mass driver. If the supply ships make it to the arsenal bird, they'll be able to resupply it. They may be loaded with new weaponry that we don't even know about. We have no choice but to take down the supply ships before they can get within the Arsenal Bird's air defense network. You've got to hurry or you're not going to make it. 3 minutes to the enemy's air defense network. All aircraft.
I'm pretty sure MiG-29s aren't as fast as that, but you know, I could be wrong. Although it really doesn't make any sense when they're faster than the MiG-31, because they are definitely not faster than the 31.
Did you see that explosion? Looks like that's one of them down. Remember, there are 2 supply ships out there. Hurry up and shoot the other one down. We've recalculated the remaining time.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen.
90 seconds to the enemy's air defense network. Don't lose them. We all enjoyed the pretty fireworks. This thing had any windows, we could have seen it for ourselves. Nice work, team. canister. A few more crazies like her, and life down there may have been a tad bit easier.
What do you think would have happened to those refugees if you hadn't intervened? The princess saw what happened. They were little kids.
That's why I like the sky. You don't have to see those types of things.
Does this mean we're that much closer to ending the war?
No, we just basically prevented it from going on forever. Count's right. We have no choice but to return to our original base. Our base that is nearly out of food and fuel. We need to do something.
Germany's being cocky about their own aircraft. Well, that's a surprise.
Good. Take a seat. Everyone's here. All right. Good work in sinking the supply ships. Not to mention saving the refugees. However, we're in no position to start celebrating. Even the commander here is starting to fray from the stress. Can't say I blame him. Now, Tyler Island is in a state of complete anarchy. This base isn't safe either. The faces you see around you are the only friends we've got. Take a good look.
And from here on out, the game completely forgets that the unknowns feature even exists. I mean, it wasn't the best feature, but it at least added a little personality to the game.
It's time for the briefing.
Although,
since we don't have any contact with HQ, it's not like this is an official mission. Anyway, it looks like the seizure of Tyler Island and the relief from Osea have been postponed. In the meantime, we just have to do what we can to survive. Since losing its capital city of Ferbanti, Erusian forces have separated into smaller, autonomous factions. It looks like Erusia's largest force and leading faction will pass through the area around this base. The space elevator is significant to them, so they're probably heading there.
Should we intercept?
Why? I doubt they're gonna start a fight now.
Our top priority should be to get home. Let's go already.
Yeah. It's not like we have the supplies, power, or even a real reason to put up a fight. But what are we going to do if they bring the fight to us? We need to be ready to push them back. If we head inland from here towards Erusia, there's an old castle that's been converted into a stockpiling base. Shalaji Castle. It's currently occupied by some of the Erusian forces that broke off, but we need ammo and fuel. They appear to have converted a freeway into a runway, so we can expect them to have the capacity for air combat. But they'll be easier to handle than Erusia's lead faction. While we can't use all our aircraft to attack, the transport carrying the stolen supplies needs support.
Oh, hi, Frosty.
Okay, Strider Squadron. You head out first.
You're about
Neuter the
to
dogs at the stock
see me
base.
shoot down the most overrated
Rendezvous
ace
with
ever.
Cyclops Squadron, who will bring the transport. Then we bring the supplies back to this base.
Got it.
Aircraft are our only threat.
I'm about to give it to Mr. X.
We'll make it. We're all gonna fly home. Together.
I wonder if David Price is going to show up. Gonna finally never play this terrible game again. That was an overstatement. That wasn't a legitimate statement. I don't actually think this game's that bad. Yeah, exactly. Wait, you want me to use... Wait, you mean you want me to use an EML? I mean... Nah, let's show him that we're better than him and we don't need super weapons to beat him. I'd certainly love to, though. He's so bad he can't even make it against us with a super weapon. Although I guess you could say that about Pixie too. But Pixie at least proved his mettle.
No Osean forces are in the region ahead.
Well, Pixie proved his mettle if you actually commanded him. If you didn't, then he didn't do anything. That's your fault. Alright, time to commit genocide on a major level.
Capture the space and take the fuel supplies. That's the plan.
You take if you want to live. That's how it was where I
Yeah, that's very true.
Checking mission orders, Hujin.
I don't know about relatable, but he is a better character. I can't relate to wanting to destroy the entire world over borders, but I mean, I know a few people who can.
Refugees. They must be fleeing since the conflict got worse. What are you talking about? They already are firing on us. He's confused. I know.
Oh, never mind. Just got on the radio to yell, we're all out of ammo.
So what's this faction split from the Russian military? The autonomous state of Shalaji used to be a nation. The region has always leaned towards independence. Those who want to restore their homelands flock. Apparently, their core consists of officers from Vasilichi and Shalaji.
Are they our enemies?
There are enemies, enemy, but not our friends.
I guess so.
The resistance is strong. They seem pretty desperate.
I gotta say, Wizard's speech is probably one of the best sequences in Ace Combat history. I mean, I could probably say that about a lot of sequences, but Wizard's speech is just awesome. I never thought I could disagree with someone so much, and yet love her speech so much.
Coming up on the castle. Let's hurry up and capture this base so we can get its fuel and supplies. Shit.
Clearly his speech was prepared and Sorcerer's was not. Oh, I guess Link actually does take off.
That's Shalaji Castle.
Is he running? Oh, well, it's pretty Wow. Yeah. If I could have, if I would have like been able to find a soundbite or something of Wizard's speech, I would have put that speech over Cape Rainy Assault. I would legitimately have done that if I could have. And I really want to do. I'm assuming you know what I'm talking about anyway. No, wait, you do, yeah, you watched that video. Yeah, I really would have liked to do that. Did he just fire on his own? I guess all that wrong. Well, borders are borders, and things are things, and it's time. So, you know. It's time. Language. Tell me if anybody gets that reference. Language.
Hostiles. All aircraft
Oh, apparently I have new followers. Enormous Wax. Itty bitty. Very picky and choosy what I'll tell the son about. Stalling for Soul Squadron, very disappointing. You probably saw I put 8492 over Soul Squadron. They really should have had their own stalling come in. Maybe like the... Again, why am I having to come up with these ideas? Maybe it should have been an instrumental version of Soul Squadron. No, I guess choir, is that what you call it? Like Mihai's the choir, or something like that. Or maybe the guy, the guy with the religious voice. I don't know. I probably mentioned this before, but Yellow 13 prided himself on never losing one of his squadron members, not his kills. Clearly that isn't the case with Mihai, because he lets his squadron members get shot down all the time. He really doesn't care. He literally died like 10 minutes ago. Okay, not 10 minutes, but you know. And now we bail out? Yeah, plot armor for the win, because Wiseman doesn't bail out, apparently. There's no reason to. Other than Mihai shutting down. What was that? What was that crap? Well, I know they have plot armor, I just like firing at them. Show them how pathetic they are. Hey, I'll give credit where credit's due. This fight is terrible and scripted, obviously scripted if you play it more than one time, but the music is amazing, so I'll give it a pass.
Bearing 090, straight from the east.
Yeah, they really don't have any backstory. I don't even know if his wingmen have any history other than they're from Vossage. That is pretty much the only history they have. And they were in one cutscene. Yeah, I know there's no way to hit him here, so I'm not even gonna fire a missile. He always does the exact same thing. I don't have his fight. I don't have this fight 100%. There we go. Yeah, I don't have this fight 100% down, but I know what he does in a few key sections. And the dialogue helps me mark down when he's going to do something. Well, I mean, see, the only difference here is that it's not obvious on your first playthrough. But it actually, if you pay attention, it really is almost as scripted. I mean, there's no DFM, obviously. But it is on Assault Horizon levels as scripted, because he does the exact same thing every time. And he has plot armor up until, what's this big one? I couldn't tell you exactly when the plot armor gets off of him, but I just know. I could probably. Oh right, when he says this aircraft is my body, if it is not enough, I'll put my soul into it. That's when he loses his plot armor. I know that for a fact. Look at this crap! This is the crap I'm talking about. I mean, again, I was gonna say maybe not even Pixie is this bad, but I've played that game recently, and I can say for certain that Pixie is almost worse. But because Pixie actually proved himself as my own ally, I don't give him as much crap. Because Pixie puts in a lot of work as your ally. I just stalled, I can't believe myself. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we should lose his plot armor now. Or at least after this dialogue. I am sure you did.
He's still flying,
Yep.
but his plane's been damaged. Finish him off.
Yeah, I don't remember you being at the round table, Mihai.
It's a hit. The unidentified aircraft is going
Where's he?
down.
Oh, there he is.
He got him.
Wonder if he'll hit the
Trigger,
ground.
splash the bandit.
Sometimes he does. Sometimes he doesn't. He actually might. Oh, he is. He's gonna hit the ground.
Pilot with the 3 strikes.
I don't know if he'll do it before the dialogue, though.
This was all due to Magneto. I unleashed pure chaos upon this world, just so I could keep my wings.
Then you're about to see plot armor.
Put a stop to the drone production.
No, he might have been able to bail out. That was actually really well timed.
Message to Trigger?
He might have been able to bail out.
I don't think this war is over just because we shot down Mr. X. Yeah, it's gonna take something else entirely to end this thing.
Just a.
Just don't
Was that a secondary explosion? Interesting. Yeah, I know. That's never happened before. Typically, it just keeps flying until the mission ends. It never blows up. Yeah, I could see. If that was supposed to happen, I could see how he'd get out alive. I still don't think he should get out alive because he doesn't deserve it. He had no character development nor any... Well, I guess you could argue he did, but... He's not even on my radar.
The resupply went well. We should be okay on food and fuel reserves for a little while at least. Luckily, the rumor that
Oh, wait,
the Erusian
I just
army
realized that was a
advancing
pun.
nearby is
Sorry about
only
that.
a rumor. There's no sign of them from the skies.
Rumors.
Rumors, rumors. This is what happens when you lose communications. But we got one good fact. The plane Trigger shot down was an advanced model of the XO2 Wyvern. It was developed in the last Continental War. Erusia had a lot up their sleeves. Apparently, they were even supposed to have Belkin aircraft back in the First War. What if Trigger couldn't shoot it down? Just thinking about it gives me chills. We're lucky to be here. In war, you never know what's lurking behind the curtains. But it looks like everything's loose now. Solid chain of command, rest periods after sorties, a battlefield where you know friend from foe. All of that's gone now, lost in a fog of confusion. Feels
That's
like
true.
a distant dream. Now, just how the hell are we gonna get out of this mess?
You know, I gotta wonder what happened to Mobius 1 between 2014 and 2019. There's argument to be made, maybe he did leave the military. Maybe he did. But, like, there's no explanation for where he is right now, and absolutely nothing. I feel like we should know where pretty much the fan favorite hero is. Or what's going on. Retired? Yeah, maybe. I don't know, but there were a lot. We should know what happened to our previous
When we got
faces.
to the mainland,
Besides,
we found the space elevator's support facility.
I won't hold my doubt, or I won't hold my breath for
gigantic
Cypher.
structure the elevator
This,
traveled in.
I already put it on my list. You already
There was
know.
this little girl
This
sitting in
is
front
the
of a
worst
mural.
cutscene in the
When the
entire
princess
game,
saw her, she
and I
shuddered like
refuse to ever watch it again. Oh, it was awful first time I watched it. It was awful the second and third, and I will never watch it again.
Let's get the briefing started.
Maybe. I certainly wouldn't mind if they allowed you to play the VR missions in the main game. I mean, a VR headset is like $300.
Communication via the partially restored general network. Here is what it contained. Apparently,
You just want me to spend $300 for 3 missions. I'm sorry, those missions aren't worth $100 each.
Give the war
Even if I do get to play
powerful
Mobius
energy
1.
source, and you give them the luxury to keep on fighting. In response to this, people from both Osea and Erusia have joined forces and will take down the final Arsenal bird in a saturation attack from the air and the sea. Once that's achieved, they'll take the space elevator from the aggressors.
Has the source been verified?
It could be fake. I hear you. Take a look at what's written at the end. Hey, dumbass. If you want to bring the world back from the brink, go to the lighthouse and see the future.
Dumbass? Sounds familiar.
Certainly does. It's from those guys we met in Tyler Island. The 444 squad.
I wonder what happened to Bandog.
It's a message. All those
Could you imagine if Bandog showed up in this mission? That would be awesome. Or maybe at the very last mission, or maybe in this mission you get to meet Skykeeper again and the IUN. And maybe all of the AWACSs are there in the very final mission. Again, why do I have to come up with these ideas? Shouldn't Namco be doing this?
Fly, guys. Let's go get that arsenal bird.
But, you know, this mission is actually pretty fun up until the Arsenal Bird shows up. We need Bandog. We do need Bandog. I can't live without Bandog. Oh! What's that? Wait. People! Oh, they don't appear there. But those are people! Holy crap, people exist in this universe. Wow. Who would have guessed? People. Alright.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
B7R. I wouldn't call this B7R 2.0. I call this Shattered Skies 2.0. This is more like Kimona. That's why originally I used Kimona for the song. But then I changed it to Wings of Unity because David Price was right. That makes a lot more sense. Lighthouse isn't a bad song. I'll give it credit.
We need help. Don't let them damage more. Show them what the erosion, no, what fighter pilots are made of.
Wait, they said... Wait, you're allowed to say that? In Wings of Unity or in Aces, they said let's show them what the Ocean Air Force can do, I believe it was. Yeah, they were all working together still.
Well, if it isn't the LRSSG, looks like our luck has turned.
Whatever. I know that the AI can do a little bit in this mission. Not a lot, but they can do a little bit.
Aircraft in the coalition, so they've been ID'd as friendly via the data link.
Just confirmed.
Very odd amount of time, 9 minutes, but I'm okay with it. Especially for like 3 of those minutes, sometimes you're pretty much waiting.
I don't have 2 anymore. Guess nobody told me.
Seriously, I've completed this mission in 6 minutes.
True count. It's not just 2.
Or shot down all the enemies in 6
One
minutes.
still entered as an ace. He'll be proud of you all.
Man, I hate this game, but I love this game at the same time. This song is so good. And it's not a crappy remix of the final theme. Or the main theme, rather. Which makes it so much better. Okay, crappy is the right word. Not a lazy remix of the main theme. They weren't crappy, it's a crowbar. Did my QAM seriously just miss? I miss the shoot-down physics of Ace Combat 4. If you shot somebody down, especially transport planes, they would hit the ground if they didn't blow up immediately. But yeah, if you shot down a transport plane or if you shot down an aircraft about half the time, they would always hit the ground. Not all the fighters, but the transport planes, yeah. It really doesn't make sense for a 57 to blow up. Maybe a tanker aircraft, but not any 767. Yep, they were. Count was right. Shoot down the leader, and they all scattered. Which I didn't know until I played this mission about 10 times, because I could never hear him say that. Yeah, I don't think I've heard, like, even half of what she says. Yeah, I know. My mic's breaking up too. I don't even know why, but yeah, I know. Trust me, I can hear it on my end too. It might just be the Wi-Fi, but I don't really know. I have no idea. This is not a bad one. So. Yeah, just gonna have to put up with that. Exactly half the globe. Perfectly balanced. As all things should be. Oh, that didn't make sense. Yeah, not really. I wonder if there's any radicals saying that right now. My brother said that it really does seem like this game like had some big rewrite or some clashing ideas or something, because there are many things in this game that just don't make sense at all. Especially the whole conservatives versus radicals thing. Like, you're with the conservatives, but you're not with the conservatives, now you're back with the conservatives. Like, you literally murder, like, 30 of them, maybe even more, in the Tyler Island mission. But suddenly you're friends again here. But you're not. I don't, yeah, that's a lot of things that makes sense. I was below 2,000 feet. Oh, great. Sky, I would be proud. I would dip below 2,000 feet to get away from Helios.
We can't switch off the security system. You've got this. If what he said is true, this will give us at least 10 seconds. Cosette! Cosette! What the hell's wrong with you?
I guess these drones aren't very unsimilar to the AI from, or your team AI in Ace Combat 5, where they'll fall apart if you're dead. But just get out of the clouds. Oh, well, this is just happy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Apparently it's not colorized because we don't even get to see it. Erusian white. Oh, you spelled Erusian the old way too. That's interesting. Yeah, I just realized that you spelled Erusian the Ace Combat 4 way. Yeah, they retconned the Erusian spelling. It used to be what you just spell it like. Now it's Erusian. I don't know, I prefer the old spelling. Well, nowadays it's the second one, but it used to be the first one. That's how it's spelled in Ace Combat 4. Like Asian, but now it's Cian. Which doesn't make less sense, but I mean, it's a really dumb retcon.
5 seconds. 3, 2, impact now. units arriving in 10 seconds. 5 seconds to arrival. 2. Inbound.
Hey, that's okay, so am I, because that game was better. I'd rather play Ace Combat 4 than Ace Combat 7. On bad days. On good days, I'm okay with this game, though. I mean, Ace Combat 4 was weird. It had weird controls. Now, it's not the best dated one. That's why I always use it as the bad one of the Holy Trinity, but I feel mean doing that, because it's actually not a bad game. Ace Combat 4, I think, is the only game from the Holy Trinity that would benefit from a remaster. Ace Combat 5 and 0 don't need a remaster. They just need ports.
Inform the coalition units. We're nearing 0 hour. 10 seconds until...
But the AI of Yellow Squadron was actually pretty threatening. They were not that bad. They were actually pretty good.
Everybody, give this attack
Although in
everything
groups
you
they
got.
failed
Open
quite a
fire.
bit. But when you fight the single one on your own, they can put up quite a fight. But just like pretty much every rival Ace, they fail to put an offensive up. But they're very good at defensive.
All missiles were shot out of the sky. Attack failed. Cruise missiles did not reach their target.
And by the way, this is the first game since Ace Combat 4 to not have the F-15 active / the F-15 NTS.
That's something.
Just like it's the first game since 2001 to not have at least one skin.
We can't train it. Evacuate.
It's not my favorite scene. Oh, you mean, okay, yeah. Well, when they fire all the cruise missiles, it's okay. But my problem with this part of the mission is not only the Arsenal Bird, but also that the Arsenal Bird can't be harmed by friendlies. I don't really feel united when nobody's helping me. I don't really feel united when everybody's shooting the same thing as me, but they're not doing anything good. It's very, very annoying. If you want the AI to do something, how about you tell them to shoot down the, I don't know, all these UAVs while I deal with the Arsenal Bird, instead of, oh, I don't know, just having them fly around and do absolutely nothing. It's very, very frustrating how many enemies there are, and the AI is doing absolutely nothing to help you. Not because they aren't trying to, but because they literally are incapable of doing anything. They can't do anything because the game does not allow them to. I hope I don't get hit by that laser. Look, there's a level where, yeah, power fantasy, but if it has to ruin the immersion to make you feel like a power fantasy, I would rather just not make it that much of a power fantasy. I would rather have less power fantasy and more immersion, because it is excessively annoying watching your allies try to do something but they just can't. I watch missiles go straight through aircraft in Mission 3. It is really annoying. It feels like I'm playing the PS2 again, and not in a good way. What? What? Guess I should have been checking my radar, because I didn't know that 5 missiles got fired at me.
Lancaster warning all aircraft. I have multiple marks on my scope. Here they come.
That's something.
Ace Combat 7, or Ace Combat 6, yeah, it did. I mean, it wasn't great. well, okay, I'll give Ace Combat 6 some credit. Your AI friendlies actually did do quite a bit. I mean, they didn't do a whole lot, but they did do a bit. It actually had a comparison number, like how much your AI did versus how much you did, and it was actually pretty valid. That's how things should be, most of the time. I mean, unless you're in a mission where, yeah, I don't know, that game is very forgettable. But your AI friendlies did do quite a bit. Too bad the ground forces weren't the same way, where they do something, because they do nothing. Liberation of Grace Maria might be the most stressful mission in all of Ace Combat, even over Whitebird Part 1 or Avalon. Although Avalon's stressful in a good way, so I won't give that any bashing. I don't think I need to mention how much enemy spam this game has, because I think it was just showcased right there where there were like 5 missiles on me at once. But that's definitely Ace Combat 60 and at the end of the spam. Ace Combat 6 is the most enemy spam I've ever seen in an Ace Combat game. Especially Liberation of Grace Maria. And Chandelier. Especially Chandelier. I honestly question if it's even possible to destroy all the enemies, in Chandelier. Yeah, I was hoping that's one of the things they'd improve in this game is the enemy placement. Being very careful with what they do. Because too many enemies can be a really bad thing, even if it's an epic battle. Long Day handled it pretty well. I'd say Long Day is one of the best balanced games, or missions in the entire game. That's all that coming from me on my radar. Drones really need to make up their mind on whether they're versatile or not. Because sometimes they're really tough to shoot down, and other times they, like, don't even try to evade you.
What should we do? Calm down. I'll do something. What are you gonna do? Smash it. Smash it faster. Power.
Here's where Cosette unscrews the light bulb and turns off the Arsenal Bridge shield. Not really sure how this works, it's never explained in the slightest, but I guess it makes for a cool moment. Also, are we not going to mention how Cosette probably needs to call the suicide prevention hotline, since she pulls a Batman and tries to kill herself every chance she gets to act heroic? Just pointing that part out. Oh, is there an enemy? Did they actually shoot down an enemy? Wow. Wait, what the hell? Oh, okay. Music is alright here. I'll give it a A-. Yeah, no, 2 drones did, because I saw another one on the radar. So 2 drones just crashed into the sea out of nowhere. See, the biggest problem with this music is, yeah, it'd be really epic, but at this point you've already heard it 9 times, I think it was. I actually calculated how many times you hear this music, and it's like half the music in the game. It's ridiculous how many times you've heard it at this point. What is the threat level reduced to 2 now? the way, I'm very curious. Yeah, that's my point. But I have a request. Somebody needs to get this Tortuga Avenger. Is it possible to get the Arsenal Bird to hit that bridge? Because I've tried it multiple times. I really want to know if that's possible. And I really want to know if it'll do anything. That's been bothering me for some time. I always either get it really close or, like, miss it completely. Most of the time it overshoots it if it gets close to the bridge. I wonder if Tortuga Avenger would do it, because I sure can't.
Trigger got a sub-propeller. You're getting the hang of this, Trigger. Propeller's moving again. Just how hard is that thing?
This is a point where your AI friends should at least be able to shoot this stuff here. Yeah, clearly probably not, because most of the time, or considering what they did for most of this game, yeah, they probably didn't think that's a possibility. Just why be thorough and make sure things can't happen? I don't never mind. Still curious, because I'm pretty sure it can happen. I just, never been able to do it. But you're probably right, nothing happens. What is probably one of the most annoying things in this game is about half the time, or about a quarter of the time, the Arsenal Bird will be cut off. The destruction, it will not hit the water. Very annoying. Prepare for lag!
Oh my god! The Arsenal Bird's on fire! Trigger, break off! Arsenal Bird is losing altitude rapidly. Arsenal Bird is down! Longcaster, can you estimate the point of impact?
Wonder whose bright idea it was to make a fully functional, without a pilot, thing that can apparently easily get hacked.
That's the last of the rogues.
I would say that's really stupid design, but honestly, it was probably designed by Grunder Industries, so the Belkins did it. Again. Let's be real, it was the Belkins.
Everyone, can you see this? These people here were alive up until a few moments ago. My friend was here. Can you see this? This is just one of the many sides of the war and what it does.
All urgent soldiers around the space elevator. Surrender now. We will not attack. We can hold them off until support arrives. Our units surrender. You guys better not throw away your lives either.
Wait there, Princess. We'll get you down.
Again, Cassette throws herself off a
Please just take care of the
ledge
refugees.
to try to kill
I'll
herself.
parachute down.
Which works until she
Warning, incoming bogey.
gets revived by Plot for
Are
the
those
next mission.
the drones we saw at that factory? I'm coming down. I'll see you on the ground. No, wait!
This is actually another reason, or one of the other reasons my brother thought that there was like some conflict or some rewrite. Because Kosa clearly dies here. There's no reason she survived. She clearly died.
Missile inbound! Cosette! What?
This isn't the time for that.
Cosette!
Her parachute's gone, her helmet flies off, leather comes off, or I don't know if it's leather, but stuff comes off her suit. She's dead. There's no way she survived.
It ran aground and was abandoned. It won't be easy, but it's the only place you got.
Trigger, escort your wingman. Let's get to that carrier. That's all we can do.
Trigger, can you hear me? I somehow managed to land.
Alright, let's see how badly I can butcher this landing.
The carrier ran aground. But that's
By the way, in my remix or my remastered remix for this video, I was originally going to pull off the landing, but I screwed up the landing like 3 times, and I was just like, okay, this isn't gonna work.
raise your nose.
on, stop. Oh, what?
You're gonna crash.
What? 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 Huh?
Trigger, can you hear me? I somehow managed to land.
What?
It's your turn now.
Why did I just... What?
The carrier ran aground. That shouldn't be a problem for you.
Why did I blow up?
I'll guide you down.
And yeah, sure, but her parachute disappeared, and her helmet flew off, and leather from her suit came off, and it clearly blew up right next to her. I don't know, but yeah, 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 I know. Why did I blow up?
Raise your nose.
Oh, I think it was that. Was it? It might have been that thing, that little bump. I still don't know why that blew me up, but I mean, maybe that was it. Maybe it blew up extremely close. Yeah, maybe, but that's really lazy writing. Missile blows up right next to her. Helmet flies off. Leather flies off. Her suit's obviously gone. She obviously... What? No, she doesn't. Since when does she have extreme injuries? She's fine in the final cutscene. And you don't see her until after the cutscene. How do you even know she has extreme injuries? It literally isn't even brought up how she got blown up by a parachute. Or blown up by a missile. Not by parachute. Well, I mean, a parachute explosion would be pretty interesting. But I don't know. It's for post. Okay. Gotta admit, this cutscene's pretty good. Not this cutscene, but the Admiral Anderson cutscene. Well, it is until Admiral starts talking.
Hell.
Wait, she talks through the whole cutscene. Until she says the scrap queen's got work to do.
Trigger,
yeah.
Everyone, listen up. The operation was a success. Erusian defense forces have been neutralized, and all Arsenal birds are down. However, those 2 new drones buzzing around have royally screwed up our plans. The Osean and Erusian coalition's air forces are in a sorry state thanks to them. We might not even have any viable aircraft. According to the Scrap Queen, the drones are trying to use the space elevator's transmission capabilities to send their data to drone manufacturing plants.
Yay, Terminator! Clear as day.
They're trying to strengthen their numbers. What's worse, their data contains a depth of war experience. The newer aircraft will be more tactically advanced. This war...
Whose idea was it to give these... Shouldn't these drone fighters extent of knowledge?
So we have homes to
yeah, exactly. That's literally what that cutscene was called, as far as I'm aware. The cutscene before the Admiral Anderson cutscene. But besides that,
Trigger, let's go.
Whose idea was it to make the AI fully sentient in the drones? They're clearly sentient. Aren't the drones specifically combat AI? Why do they have their own, thoughts? Why can they... You're right. What was I thinking? Of course. Belka. It's always Belka. It's Belka's fault. Yeah, Belka designed fully sentient drones that can think for themselves and somehow be able to think that, hey, we should download our data to every drone and destroy the entire world. Because apparently that's what was going to happen. Apparently, Erusia wants to take over the entire world or something. Whatever. I'm going to use the F-22. Fun fact, I actually figured out they actually will launch you from the, catapult. Survival is paramount. Think for themselves in a combat way, not a legitimate let's destroy the entire world way. This isn't combat. This is Mad Base. This is madness. Alright, well. I think we all know what I had to use. I wish I had Mobius 1's aircraft.
Strider Squadron, takeoff prep complete.
Not bad hangar music. Oh, that's why the final song is called Hush, because of the operation. Could you imagine if Lit Fuse was called Operation Footprint, or whatever? That'd be a really stupid name. Well, whatever. This entire scene makes me think, wait, haven't we already done this before? This entire mission. Well, except the drone fight. Well, actually, I think the drone fight's from Ace Combat 3.
Can I use this? Hey, can you hear me? That craft is in peak condition.
Oh, great. Now we got Detroit Become Human. They want to reproduce themselves.
Really see the sky.
Does anybody even remember that game?
Take care, Trigger. When you get back, let me know what you saw.
I saw an orange sky. Schroeder. Maybe, I don't know. Wait, Schroeder's betraying. Yeah, I'm not even gonna go there at this point. I don't care. Oh, by the way, yeah, there's no way the F-22 to take off from that runway. Yeah, I figured you did.
Oh yeah, he's the one who took off just now.
Gotta say, very awesome how your people can actually keep up with you when you accelerate, unlike Ace Combat 5 and Imperial. Why are they so far away?
Affirmative. I think everybody here knows the score.
Get it. Count.
Commence mission. All aircraft follow Trigger. Roger that. Understood. Understood. Roger. The space elevator is able to broadcast and communicate. With the information infrastructure down, it's the only place capable of wide area data
I didn't know that.
The drones are waiting for it to power up again.
I'm not even gonna ask who tested that. How do you know that? Oh, man.
Goal leader to Lancaster. UAV is confirmed in direction of travel. Engaging command.
Time to fight against the most unfun finale ever known. I've heard that Electrosphere has a very similar final battle, and if that's the case, I probably wouldn't like Electrosphere. Wow. Okay, I had to turn off my mic. It was really screwing up. But my fastest time on this mission is like 5 minutes 25 seconds. Oh, there goes King. King. Oh, this is really stupidly easy. Oh my god! This is so stupid! And there it goes. Wow.
That one looks like it hurt. Trigger, score a kill. Hell yeah, you finally did it!
I thought this final boss was easy. This guy only gives me trouble on occasion. Not very often, though.
You discarded its wings. It's just like the UAV the traitor shot down at Volcodorest. Is that the prototype that lies?
Funny because that's not what it's actually called. What? This game is so stupid! You gotta be kidding me! That's it! That's the
UAV is down. Radar signal is lost.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Wow. Not even Pixie's fight was that quick.
Most intense thing I've ever been in. Can't wait to tell my son.
Not even Mihai's fight is that quick. Although that has plot armor.
Space elevators
I guess that's what happens when you pick away plot armor.
Fortunately, you've prevented data that may have included Trigger's flying style from leaking. I've got a special bottle of wine for occasions like this. What do you say we open it?
I didn't even get to the best part of the song. And there's Princess Plot Armor. A lot of plot armor in this game.
I thought Trigger destroyed all the drones.
It's still in its wings, yet it's so light. Can anyone hear me?
That drone needs to be taken care of.
She's right. I see something on the radar. The UAV.
Screw it, I'm gonna speedrun this mission now. I'm gonna die. You know, I actually got self-conscious, so I played through this entire second half of this game, from mission 11 to mission 20. The first time I played this game, I got self-conscious and had to use the F-15C the whole time, because I didn't want to be using a different plane.
You're gonna have to fly into the tunnel.
Yeah, that is exactly what I'm going to do. Do you have a problem with that?
Space for you to turn beneath the elevator.
Okay, I probably won't full throttle all the way, but... Uh-oh, uh-oh. Careful, careful.
Trigger too much. He's gonna count. Give me your status. There it is. UAV's alive. We finally found it.
Alive.
Some static with the
No more
gate closed.
contact.
Do you think the UAV is operating the gates? Well, there goes our only way out. Pull this off after we get through that maze.
What maze does it even mean?
No sign of the drone. Didn't take another path. Doesn't matter. We know where it's going. We can catch it. Drone on your tail.
Good thing this drone has plot convenience, so it can get here before us.
That's quite the problem. Things are getting more thrust. Drone is turning. We'll send its payload. Shoot it down, Trigger. It's down. Yeah, baby.
Uh-oh, this is not a good angle. It's okay, I got it.
Fly. I know you can make it. I'll attempt a belly landing. Get out of here. Everyone's waiting
Yep.
for you.
You know, apparently you're not supposed to fly as fast as possible up here, which makes no sense in reality, because your plane would never be able to not stall, but, you know, because the dialogue actually cuts off.
Come on, baby. Stay with me just a bit more.
I actually hit those wires the first time I played this.
Trigger. Strider 1 has returned to radar.
This is the only time the game gave me chills, and it was only because of Nagase.
Where's Strider 2? Damn it. Does anyone have eyes on Count?
It was because of a previous ace on that. That's pathetic.
You damn fool.
I wonder how
What's your
newcomers
position?
felt. They literally had no idea what was going on
Watching
here.
Trigger climb. I guess it's my fate to watch from down below.
You know, if Kazmetkin survived getting blown up by a missile, maybe Harling survived getting blown up.
I guess we are.
I didn't drop a tear,
We're
but
sending help.
I was
Give
very
us your
happy
coordinates.
that somebody showed up
Directly into the
that I
space
knew.
elevator.
And then the game
Elevation
ended,
is 500
so
meters.
I was disappointed.
Minus? Hey, Trigger. You dumbass. Tell me something. What color's the sky up there?
It's orange. The sky is orange. See? That's orange. It's not dark blue. Shut up.
Wait, what was that transmission?
This is Captain Kei Nagase of the spaceship Pilgrim 1. The ocean of stars in our galaxy is finally within our reach. To the pilot who generously gave this spaceship a place to dock, we are forever grateful. The universe lies ahead of us, waiting to be discovered. And now, at last, we have a gateway to ascend to it, over and over again.
It's
I wonder who did the voice acting. I wonder if it was the same actor. Probably not. Or actress. Probably not.
I salute the pilot who gave us all a future.
I'm gonna skip the worst part about this cutscene. In 3, 2, 1. Nope, not hearing it. Don't want to hear her garbage. Avril ruined the ending. I'll let this play, whatever. I don't care about it, even if she does say Bavania.
The refugees built the settlement for themselves at the base of the space elevator.
Blaze would have been like, oh, well, my Blaze would have been like, oh,
Bavania
Harling's dead?
Supplies for them again today.
Well, he was a terrible president anyway, but
Thanks to the princess, the whole world was pitching in.
I wonder, was Blaze on that ship with Nagase? I hope so.
Handing out the release gig for that anarchist dude. But since he's dead now, the job went to the guy from Belka.
Oh, man.
George. I guess Tabloid got that new system.
I still think the Gone 2 BGM at the end of that cutscene, I think that's probably the best edited thing I've ever done. That fits so unbelievably well. I didn't actually know it turned out that well when I edited it too.
That cranky old geezer.
But when I watched that video and I watched the ending, it turned out so well. Everything lined up perfectly. Like when Avril says, "Tell me what color is the sky up there," it literally does a couple strums. And then when you hear the first thing from Nagase, with no subtitles, it does a little curious strum. And then Golem 2 just goes crazy when Cypher flies past the screen. It was so perfectly timed.
You know what having peace in the world means? It's being able to die in your own bed at a ripe old age. Peace.
And Mihai doesn't deserve anything here because he sucks.
We got a bunch more refugees today. And the princess? She's looking to the stars. Dark blue.
I didn't feel so sad.
And beyond.
Because let's not forget when he took the lives of like 5 people. He killed like 5 people. None of them bailed out. Oh no, wait, I guess Spencer did. That's right. But that's the only one. And by the way, this "can you hear me" thing is really stupid, but, you know. But, yeah, kill the retreating pilot like Cypher would do. Kill the guy who was distracting him, which I get. Don't know why he didn't bail out, but whatever. Killed Champ. Didn't really care about Champ. Got all of his squad mates killed. Well, only 2 of them. But, you know, couldn't shoot Trigger down in a legitimate super weapon. Goodness, Mihai sucks. But yeah, this game sucks. And that's pretty much my final verdict. I said that if I really can't decide whether this is a 6 or a 7, so I gave it a 6.5 in my review. This game just doesn't compare to the other ones. At least Grabok wasn't hyped up to be the best ace ever, or aces ever. They're a force to be reckoned with. They are the absolute best of everything. They filled every ace or something. In fact, they're even lying when they say that they shot down... maybe. That might be stretching it, because it is said they're also like Italy, but... But... Crap, I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, the Grablock were lying when they said they shot down Bartlett and Pops, because guess what? Cypher shot down Grablock, Ofnir, and shot down Pops. So, yeah, they're a bunch of liars. Although it's debatable whether he shot down Ofnir, because maybe not isn't the canon playthrough, but but he definitely shot down Pops and Ashley. Cypher, yeah, Cypher's the best. Cypher is the only ace who literally cut through Belkins, like Swiss cheese. He cut through the Belkins. No other pilot could do that. Not even Blaze could cut through the Belkins like that. My theory is that the difficulty reflects the ace's skill, which unfortunately puts Mobius 1 at the bottom. But, I mean, he did beat the Yellow Squadron, but I don't know how good they actually were. Based on how bad Mihai is, I wouldn't be surprised if they weren't that good either. But Blaze was good against the Uktabanian Air Force, wasn't that great against Belkins, but he could put up a fight. But he was definitely much better by the end of the game. And Seifert cut through Belkins for the entire game. Yeah, that's my theory, but yeah, he is probably the greatest pilot. And he's a mercenary. They did not mention the journey home in this game, which really, I didn't appreciate that one. They didn't mention the journey home. Or the Usean National Anthem. That's true. That's true. You make a very good point. And that's what I think. I think Cypher is better than Mobius 1 and Blaze. But, yeah, I think that's the case. I think the Gauntlet was really just... I think the end of the Gauntlet where you fight Mobius 1... Not even the... Yeah! Why? Why was there no mention of the Rosgreaves, no mention of Mobius? I get why there's no mention of Cypher, but, you know... By the way, that's something we never got to see. We never saw the space elevator at night. But yeah, no mention of Mobius, no mention of Rosgreaves other than a couple notes in the beginning when Harlan dies. But that's it. And honestly, I can't say this game will be remembered the same way any of the other games were. I mean, I'd say this game is on 6 levels. It's an okay game. It's not bad. It's not really that great, though. But it won't be remembered. I remember more about 6 than this game, even after playing it like 5 times. Maybe 6, I don't know. But I don't like this game. It's not bad, but it's not good. And it's certainly not memorable. Kind of like Captain Marvel, actually. That's actually not a bad explanation. But, I mean, Ace Combat 6 was on the bad side, but I remember it more. I don't know. It sucks, but that's just how I feel about it. I put a lot of faith in Namco for this game, thinking that this would be a glorious game, but I was really disappointed. I don't know why I thought it would be better. No, not even close. I wouldn't even put it close to 4. It's still good. I mean, yeah, it's good. It's better than most games released nowadays, which honestly isn't saying much. That's where we're gonna have to disagree, because yeah, it's trying to be the old games, but failing miserably. And I think that's one of the bigger problems with this game. It tried too much to be the other games, when it really should have tried to innovate. They had a good thing going at Mission 16, but by that time the game's practically over. The whole satellites being destroyed thing is good, but it's not gonna... I mean, first of all, it's clearly not gonna matter, because in Ace Combat X, there's no satellite problem at all. And apparently it only affected Usea, which is complete crap. It should have affected the entire planet, but it didn't. Here, I'll go into, like, the music or something. But it didn't affect anything else. And this... Did they... I don't think they mentioned a war in Usea, and, as far as I'm aware, in Ace Combat X. I haven't played Ace Combat X. Yeah. Yeah. What should I play? Let's play a good song. That. I'll just talk over this stuff. But yeah, I actually am very curious about Ace Combat X because that game seems pretty good. Yeah, that's what Obashu Games said too. I'm very curious about that game. I'd play it if I could. I don't have a PSP, and I'm not really one to know how to emulate, so I'm a console peasant. What else? This game has gameplay going for it. Yeah, I thought so. This game's got good gameplay going for it, for the most part. I mean, other than the terrible dogfights. Yeah, I thought so. I mean, well, the dogfights with the rival aces, anyway. But yeah, the gameplay's alright. I don't really have many complaints about it. It feels Ace Combat 4-y with the moon gravity feeling. Well, not even that bad. Some planes feel a bit wonky, like the ones with lower mobility don't really feel like you have control over what they do, especially the MiG-31. And the MiG-21 is a complete nightmare in multiplayer. Plus, speaking of multiplayer, what is even multiplayer in this game? It's complete nothingness. It's literally nothing. There's only 2 modes in multiplayer. Battle Royale and Team Deathmatch. And you'll get sick of them after the first couple times you play them. No, they weren't too focused on gameplay. I'll tell you what they were more focused on. They were more focused on graphics. That's it. That's the only reason I could come up with. And maybe they had a rewrite or two. That also seems to be the case near the ending, as I already pointed out. But they were definitely, it was the graphics. I think it was the graphics. They were too focused on making the game look too good. I might be wrong, but I certainly don't think I'm wrong with this. I mean, how much of the graphics were showcased? This game is beautiful, yeah, but it didn't impress me. Yeah, the game looks good, but I don't really care about the graphics. I didn't care about it in 4, and I didn't care about 5 and 0. Yeah, exactly. And because they set the bar so high, now they have to focus on it again in Ace Combat 8. If they do make an Ace Combat 8, they probably won't. But there's been this, like, focus on pleasing the normies. Why? Why? Don't you want to give your actual fan base something they want? I don't know, but I don't think a return to roots is what we needed. Because if we want an Ace Combat game that actually innovates after this, we're going to have to wait another 7 years, probably. At least 3. But that's definitely not going to happen. Maybe they'll premiere the PS5 with Ace Combat 8, I don't know. We only had one Ace Combat game this generation, and I can't say it was a good Ace Combat. Granted, I can't say there were any good Ace Combat games on the PS3 or Xbox, so I don't know. Higher ups, wasn't as much sure. Maybe. I mean, I don't really see why they would be under that much pressure. It's gonna. That's another reason I don't get why they put so much effort into the graphics. Ace Combat has never been a really well-selling game. Why put so much effort into that type of thing? It really has never been that well of a popular game. Pleasing the normies isn't going to change that, because the normies don't stick around, it's your fans that do. I didn't know that. It doesn't surprise me, this game was way too overdeveloped, but at the same time underdeveloped. And that's, yeah, that makes me really think. I think they put too much time and effort into the graphics, and it killed their development. I think they rushed the game. That kind of reminds me of Overkill's The Walking Dead. Now that I think about that, that reminds me of what happened. That game was almost canceled or it wasn't almost canceled, but it went through 3 phases of development. They had an engine, it didn't work out, they had to switch to an engine, again, a different engine. That didn't work out. And they had less than a year to make the game on a completely new engine, the Unreal Engine. And it just flopped. It didn't work out in the slightest. Which is actually the same engine this game is on. Yeah. I don't know. And this game still hasn't had any mention of DLC since, like, what, February? I'm eagerly waiting for the next DLC, but it's not even mentioned. See, that actually is kind of curious to me, because honestly, it seems like Ace Combat is more of a fan thing. It honestly feels like Ace Combat... Really? Is there a new announcement? Because I don't like go on Twitter or anything. I don't know about that. But all I know is that there's been one trailer, and that was the one on the paper. Oh, I'm fully aware of that. But yeah, it really feels like Ace Combat has always been more for the fans than for making money, because Ace Combat's never been that well selling. At least as far as I'm aware. Assault Horizon and Infinity are probably the only ones that made a serious amount of money, but I don't know. It's not like Bandai Namco doesn't have a ton of money to throw around. Yeah, which is weird. I would expect Air Combat to have more of a market, but it really doesn't. At all. Not that that's a bad thing, because having smaller communities can be a good thing. It's definitely healthier to have small communities. But they had some shady things about this game, I will say. I mean, this here alone, the music player is locked behind the season pass. And yeah, well, I can't say that. It may be graphics, but not multiplayer. This game is a terrible multiplayer. I really hope that the new planes aren't in multiplayer, because if they are, there's no point in playing multiplayer. I mean, it's just, there's no point, because if you play multiplayer with those planes, if the Morgan has its nukes, if the Falcon has its traditional laser, which they've nerfed all, just completely decimated the laser's ability of doing anything, so it's completely pointless to use the PLS. It used to be one of the best weapons, but that's gone now. But the Morgan's nukes, and if the Nosferatu is in this game, that thing's weapons are going to be an EML and some weird ability. I don't know what that other thing is called. So if those are there, again, no point, because multiplayer is going to be terrible. I honestly don't even think the XO2 should be available in multiplayer, nor should the EML in general. I don't know, though. ADMM, thank you. Yeah, and they need to add a Mobius skin. They need to have the Pixie skin for the Morgan. What else? I guess Pasternak skin for Nosferatu. As I already said, they need to add emblem customization better, where you can have 2 emblems or 3. But yeah, there are so many missed opportunities here. No innovation. In fact, less innovation, because it took out some things from Infinity and Assault Horizon. Yeah, wait, that's another thing. We need the Belkin Aces skin, because we have all the emblems. We need Cypher skin, which is half there. It's the F-15J third skin, just tweaked to be the Mobius one. but it's whatever. I can handle it, but. Yeah, this game is very disappointing to me. But I've already made that extremely clear. So, what do you think? Should I go to play multiplayer right now, or should I just... Maybe I should just end the stream. He was pretty much the only person to join the stream anyway. That's true. Oh, 2 people just joined. That's interesting. I just stopped it right before the best part. Well, that sucks. And 1 person left again. And I would love to be able to play this, but it's just too expensive. Seriously, why? Why is $300 for VR? That is ridiculous for 3 missions. Let's see. Oh yeah, one of my other non-favorite things about multiplayer is that all the emblems, or almost all of the emblems, are locked behind it. Well, I wonder how badly this is gonna go. What am I gonna do right now? Okay, screw that. Not playing multiplayer because there are no rooms with special weapons disabled. And I do not play with special weapons. Let me go check something, maybe. This is probably my favorite mission of the game. How fast did I do? 4 minutes and 29 seconds. Do any mission. Oh, okay. Look at that. 4 minutes and 29 seconds. That's a good question. Is that the world record? I don't think so. It probably isn't, but I mean, it could be. Could be. Huh. No, I don't know if anybody keeps track of that. Wait, no, is this... Yes, it is. Okay, yeah. Because this is something I'm curious about. Does the Su-33 count as a carrier aircraft? Very good hangar music. Definitely didn't take a hit in this game. Yeah, no other game has had that problem. Not even Zero. Although, admittedly, you could do Zero pretty fast. Yeah, I thought so. Well, I know it's carrier capable because I've seen it in the gameplay. I just don't know if they register that here. Probably do. Would be surprised if they didn't. Wait, no. There we go. I'm assuming the 370th Airway Strigan, I take it. I'm assuming that's the case.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete.
Yeah, I figured. Okay. I saw it was Estevakia. I don't know if there are any other important squadrons in Estevakia, so I just Gonna use process of elimination. I use process of elimination. I use process of emancipation. Good. Okay.
Begin takeoff sequence. You're cleared for launch.
This might be the first Russian aircraft in history in this combat game that can actually take off from the carrier. Strigan team, or Strigan is actually Strigan is a vampire thing, so that's probably where you got that from.
H2, specified altitude reached. Restrictions lifted.
It has something to do with like folklore or something. Yeah, I know. I don't know if it was carrier capable on 6. Probably was, I don't know. I didn't use it very much.
You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand.
This song actually isn't that bad either, but it doesn't last long enough because the mission finishes too quickly. Or the first part of the mission.
Mage 1 to Golem 1, thank your lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger time to show the other guys that we get wet wild and do dirty, dirty things.
And that's a really stupid line.
And so, your first hunting season begins.
A demon? Huh. Wonder why. I imagine Aruja was thinking, not again, another Mobius 1, another Grim Reaper. Like, can we just have a break with these ace pilots? Come on. And there should be an ace combat where we get to play as the villains, or the bad guys, or whatever.
Nice kill.
One remaining. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
I haven't even broken a sweat. Missile incoming. Evade.
Oh yeah, this is copied from 8492.
What the hell?
Oh my god.
A large aircraft is approaching. All
Yeah,
aircraft
exactly. And you're the ones who have the super weapon, not the enemy. Maybe you're on the losing side. The enemy also has an ace that is capable of, is as good as you. See, this is the thing. Maybe I should write this comment. I'm kidding.
just waiting for mission command.
We'll live through this, Trigger. These guys are definitely a step above the last drones.
No, they aren't. They're worse.
All aircraft, no change in game plan. Destroy the arsenal bird.
Take out Big Baby Huey.
This part is really stupid because it gives you no warning that the Arsenal Bird has something like this. So if you're on your first playthrough, you pretty much are dead this part.
Damn. Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
Wow, that didn't help me.
Fighting situation.
Yeah, fully destroyed.
This is Golem 2. It should still appear to be functioning okay.
Where did this get hit by? Oh, does that thing spray on me?
Skeleton 3's lost.
Oh, that's back up already.
Where's that report?
Continue to maintain air superiority.
HQ, what's happening?
Skykeeper, I repeat, maintain air superiority.
How'd that happen?
What the hell?
Oh! A postal maneuver might have actually saved me for once. That's a first.
Skeleton 2 lost. Skeleton Squadron is down. There are too many losses.
I didn't even mean to do that.
Command is ordered to complete withdrawal. Leave the operation area immediately.
That was completely unintentional, so don't give me credit for that.
Save your chatter for the debriefing.
I didn't even know this plane could do a postal maneuver.
Give our allies some time to escape.
Look up. Golem 2's hit. Gotta send her back.
Let's get dirty, Trigger.
Shoot down those UAVs. Don't let them touch any friendlies.
Golem 2, head back to base.
Gargoyle 1, escort Golem 2.
Continuing the mission. Still got my wings. Trigger doesn't need to fill in for me. I'm back and
It won't make any difference.
Exactly.
Get back to base and cool your head.
Copy that. Returning home.
It didn't connect.
That boy Mage 2, just keep firing. That's it, Trigger. They're machines. Don't show them any mercy.
Main Squadron, you're going toe-to-toe with the UAVs.
I'm fairly certain that EML just went straight through that drone, but whatever.
Retreating aircraft. Leave the AO. Allies will hold off pursuit. Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, hang in there and come
Gotta
back
love
safe.
teleporting drones, too.
Mage 2, UAV down.
This is getting a little tight. Target lock. Firing.
Yeah, you gotta let it spawn more drones in just so it can finish this stupid sequence where Browning gets killed.
More UAVs spotted. Gargoyle Squadron, they might cut off your retreat.
My status is fine.
Yeah, this is the mission that makes me think, why is Mihai even cared about? He is so dishonorable in every way.
Aircrafts, prepare for combat. It's a bogey. Gargoyle 1, Golem 2, engage now. Attack.
I don't even think Strigan would attack a retreating aircraft like that. And Yellow Squadron certainly wouldn't.
What the hell?
Well, okay, maybe not, because they did try and lifeline. Granted, that was more of a personal thing. Like, you just destroyed our entire barrel reserves, and now you're running for it. Yeah, you kind of deserve this. This is more, I've been damaged by a giant monstrous aircraft. I have to leave because I'm injured. Nope, I'm gonna, instead of going into the main battle, I'm gonna shoot down these two aircraft that have no defense at all.
Mage 2, UAV down. Keep it up, buddy.
Going for the loner? Yeah, that kind of sounds like what Mihai would say. But I think Golem said that. Golem 1. Or Golem 1. The game pretty much makes no attempt at saying Golem. That's the first mission.
Don't think, focus.
It didn't connect.
Squadron still have their hot shot. Just might make it out.
I'm pretty sure the writer forgot that their name is Golem and not Golem.
Get those things off my ass.
I'm tied up now. Trigger.
I don't actually know who the writer is. I know the composer, obviously, but I don't know who the writer is.
Hell of a good job, Mage 2. We want as many guys out here as possible.
I'm grateful you're around.
Golem 2, what's your status?
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna remember that.
Golem 2, get a hold of yourself. Golem 2, get away from the enemy.
if this is the Ace that's supposed to represent us as players, as like our history, yeah, I know. I think it was since 5, which really hurts to know. It's really gone downhill.
Sorry.
But yeah, if this is the legacy that we're supposed to have as combat players, and Mihai is supposed to represent us, well, I don't approve, because I don't recall being like that in Ace Combat 5 and 6 and 4. 0, I was a bastard. Out of ideas. Out of ideas? How is he out of ideas? I've already given like 10 ideas so far in this stream, and he's out of ideas as a writer? He's only written like 4 games. The Marvel people have written like, what, 15 movies at this point? And they aren't running out of ideas. That's not an excuse, especially if you're a professional writer. It is your job to come up with new ideas. I guess when all you have over there is anime, then you do run out of ideas.
H2, we have you on radar. You are cleared for approach.
Why do you land on a carrier here?
The deck is clear. H2, you are cleared for landing.
Can't have wrote. Well, yeah, I mean, maybe, but for the Ace Combat series, he hasn't. Maybe, I don't know. It doesn't really matter because it's Ace Combat, not other things. He shouldn't be running out of ideas for this series, but I don't know.
Perfect, Mage 2. I knew you'd be back. Now return to base. But yeah, I've given. Just contact me. I gotcha. I'll give you some ideas if that's what you need. Although I'm not very good at speaking Japanese, so oh yay, I got more nicknames. Yay. I'm sure I really care about that. Okay, let's just, I'll just do the top 5 worst missions in the game right now. Let's see here. 5. Let's see. Four? No. Screw it. 4. 3, 2, 1. There you go. Top 5 worst missions in the game. Right there. Top 5 best missions in the game. Five. Yeah, I did just make. No, wait. Screw that. 5. Screw Lost Kingdom. That Mihai fight's stupid. 5. 4. Wait. No, never mind. 5. I'm really bad at this. 5. 4 because of the music. 3, 2, 1. There you go. Yeah, Fleet Destruction is my favorite mission. Anyway. What to do. Well, yeah, this is probably where I'm going to end it then. Because I don't know what to do. So, yeah, alright. Well, I hope you enjoyed the playthrough of this game. I'll probably do a follow-up review. I said I'd do a follow-up review of... Yeah, sure. Yeah? Oh, less than. Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know. Both of them are pretty pathetic. I'd actually say the Nord fleet is more than the Asia fleet, but yeah, you too. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this game. I'll probably do a follow-up review once that video gets 100 views. That's what I said I'd do. So, yeah, have a great day. By the way, Frosty, can I ask you one thing? What time zone are you in? Because
I'm in U.S. Central. What are you in? I just want to know real quick, because you and David Price, like, only come to my streams, like, late at night. Holy crap, okay! Yeah, that would explain it. That would definitely explain it. Yeah. Because it's, like, 3 o'clock now for me, in AM. So, yeah, that would probably explain the time difference. I don't know where David Price is from, but, yeah, that explains a lot. Well, you have a great day. I'll have a great night. And, see you later.